In this video, I'll be giving you guys 10 sliding tips and moves that you need to be practicing in order to master this new mechanic. Here's how I'm doing this video. First, I'm going to give you some common knowledge and some tips when using the new sliding mechanic. Then, I will show you some moves and drills that you need to be practicing in Raider's Peace Control map and in your own free build map. If this video helps you out, please consider subscribing, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So like I just mentioned, here's some common knowledge that you need to know and some tips when it comes to sliding. Sliding and running is the same exact speed. I tested this out in creative and I even tried cancelling this slide by jumping, but it made no difference. You're going to be at the exact same speed. The only way sliding will give you a boost is when you have momentum or you're going down a hill or just down off something. It can be a ramp or a pyramid. Stop cancelling your slide by jumping. Instead, press crouch twice. I had this bad habit at the beginning and I still do it sometimes, so try your best to work on cancelling your slide with your crouch key instead of jumping, since this will give you better movement and when you jump it's easier to predict you. Another thing to note is that pressing your slide button while mid-air will make you slide once you land. So as you can see, I'm doing side jumps, and while mid-air I press my crouch key, which then automatically makes me go into a slide as I land. The goal of this video is to get used to sliding since it's brand new, so if you can practice it every day and do the drills I'm going to show you in this video, your movement will improve a ton. From what I've seen, sliding is really useful when it comes to having good movement and being slippery in fights. Imagine how much harder it will be to hit you when you're sliding during box fights and just build fights. Combine that with your other movements like jumping, strafing, and crouching, you will be unstoppable during those fights. The first trick I'm going to show you is a face trick that I mentioned in my last 20 tips video, so if you haven't watched it, make sure you do. I have some amazing tips in that video for chapter 3, but really quickly, I'm going to show it to you guys again. You basically want to make that wall one tap, and then as you slide, you want to time it and phase in. This requires some practice, some time, but you gotta be willing to put in that work to see some progress. Now, this next trick, it's not really a new trick, but it adds the sliding mechanic to it. What I'm talking about is what you are seeing on the screen right now. Raider first came up with it, and here it is in his perspective. Again, it requires some time and practice to get it down, so it might be frustrating at first, but keep going. Sliding is a completely new mechanic, so you want to start off easy. What I recommend is going into any map, any free build map. It can even be your own map, and just practice basic sliding while editing. Start off by editing a wall and keep going. Then you can also switch to a ramp. You can use the ramp to get momentum and make your slide faster. Practice flipping your ramp and using it to start off your slide. This is just a basic and a beginner start to getting used to sliding. Now, the next 3 piece control drills will be shown in Raider's Peace Control map. What we are trying to do is implement sliding as much as we can in order to get used to it. You want to be ahead of everyone, so getting that early practice and mastering sliding will put you in a good spot compared to other players. I found drill number 1 of the basic drill, drill number 2, 4, and 8 of the advanced drills to be the most useful. Let's start with the first drill of the basic piece control, and I'll show you what I do to practice sliding. When I spawn at the left side, I slide while placing 2 cones, and then I place 2 walls, one to the right and one in front of me to stop my momentum. As I do this, I edit the wall like so and jump to get this crazy angle on my opponent. Here it is in quick motion. Here it is again in slow motion. When I spawn at the right side, I start off the same by placing a cone above my opponent, one above me, and 2 walls like so. But this time I edit the window, shoot him while sliding because I have that crazy momentum, and then I reset it to block him from shooting back. Here it is in quick motion. I do this drill for about 3 minutes. Drill number 2 of the advanced piece control is also a great one. What I do is I slide up the ramp while doing a double edit, then I proceed to piece control my opponent, and I also do this for both sides. This is really useful because you want to get as much practice sliding and editing. I also do this for about 3 minutes. I also do drill number 4. It's another great piece control drill, and my favorite thing to do is to take the floor and cone above my opponent, slide, double edit down, then I proceed to piece control him while covered behind a right hand peak. And for drill number 8, this is where I practice the slide ramp face trick, and also where I practice those crazy angles and right hand peaks while sliding. Here's what I do in this drill in slow motion. Overall, all these drills are amazing and get you very good practice with the new sliding mechanic. Going back to free building, something that you should be practicing is tunneling while sliding. You want to implement sliding in pretty much everything so you can get used to it fast. Try tunneling like this while sliding, and also try tunneling this way. Do everything you can to get as much experience and practice. A very useful tunneling trick while sliding is when you need to go down a hill. Imagine yourself in a scrim or a tournament and it's a stacked endgame. Rotate your ramp like so and slide while placing ramp underneath you and above you. Do this for like 4 tiles, then box up to prevent getting beamed. Also, make sure while you're doing this, you are connected to something other than just your ramps, or you can easily get shot out. The final trick I want to show you guys, I actually learned from a roast feared on TikTok. Let's say you are attacking someone's box and then they try to edit a window like this to get a right hand peek. What you want to do is slide in front of it, then you can get this crazy angle and pump him right in the face. It's a pretty useful trick to catch your opponents off guard, but I don't know how often you will get the chance to do it, so practice this if you would like. That brings us to the end of the video. I didn't want to drag this video out too long than it needed to be. It was a simple and basic beginner guide to the new sliding mechanic, and I'm sure everyone can take something in from this video since sliding is just brand new. I hope this video helped you guys a lot. If it did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you all next time.